love hearing secrets, but keeping them is actually a different story. Researchers at Tufts University say that people who were told a deep secret, like someone's infidelity, became physically burdened by it. For example, a task like carrying groceries upstairs and walking the dog took more effort. So ladies, do you think it's fair for people to put you in a situation by burdening you with a secret of theirs?
It's the worst feeling in the world when you actually don't want to know someone's deep, dark secret.
And then they just put it on you.
Because then, well, for someone like me, I'm going to think about what should you do? What are the solutions?
Yeah.
Who is this involving? Especially when your mind is a little younger. When I was a kid, one of my family members I was really close with was being unfaithful in their marriage.
Yeah.
And I saw it, y'all. I caught it.
And what'd you do?
Well, I didn't want the marriage to break up, so I kept it a secret. And I wouldn't have advised the little girl then to do the same thing now. But what I learned is there's a power for some people who can actually remove themselves from that person's burden so that they're not involved. That's my Mama Mai. Mama Mai, she's that person who loves all the tea from everybody. She's like, what you say? What happened? You know, but then afterwards, when I'm like, Mom, don't you feel so guilty now that you know their secret? She's like, no, the bad secret, they give you wrinkle. I don't want wrinkle.
Right.
And it's true.
Bones at the door. That's
it's
what
really
she do.
good, but I can't do that.
So you guys actually lose sleep over stuff like that?
Yes.
Like what? Seeing somebody with somebody else's?
Or just knowing something
just knowing a
heavy
deep,
from
like,
someone
secret.
else.
I just don't want to know it because I'm going to tell it. That's the truth. Okay?
But then, okay, I hear you.
That's the truth.
But what if somebody tells you anyway? What if they tell you, like, if I'm like, Lonnie, I'm about to tell you something, and you didn't know, so I walk you into it, and now you know something real dark about me.
I'm like, you know I'm going to tell somebody, okay?
At least she's honest
See,
about
I'm
it.
the opposite, you guys. I have to say, a lot of people tend to tell me their stuff because I think because I'm such an open book, I spill all my own tea.
Yeah,
Sometimes you
yeah.
guys will tell me, don't be telling everybody your business, Adrian.
Right.
I'll tell everybody everything. Way too honest.
But your
good.
stories be good, though. It be juicy.
I know, right?
Like a movie.
Right? And then because I'm telling you some crazy stories, then that makes other people want to tell me their crazy stories. And then because I already have so many crazy stories in my own life, I forget about yours. Because I'm living my life. Yeah, I got enough going on over here that even when other people have told me something really heavy, I might think about it later on and send a little message or something. But it doesn't wear me down like how you guys are saying. It ain't killing me.
Aid, as your friend, I want to ask, does it depend on the person, though? Because I know that Aid's got a lot of friends, right? But you got a core next to you, and that starts with your family. It's not, friends don't even come into family. So what if it was a dark, heavy secret that had to do with maybe your sister or maybe your mom? You know what I mean?
Okay, that's different.
That's
if it's
what
my
I'm talking
family,
about.
okay, then I get it. I'm thinking you guys are literally talking about like one of your girlfriends telling you like,
comment.
oh, you know.
It's me.
I'm not letting that stop me from sleeping. I ain't losing sleep over some bochinche,
No,
like
that.
gossip.
It's just secrets in general. Like one time my niece's teacher called me. She was 10 at the time, and she ended up giving, he wanted her mom's number. My niece gave my number, and so the teacher called me and left this long message about, you know, Naomi. She was bad, all right, and everything, and you know she's a bright kid, but you know she needs some discipline and all of that, right? So I called Naomi first. I said, "Why you get that man my number? You know, and is he single? You know?"
Oh my God! She's stupid. Yeah.
And you know, she was like, but please, Auntie Lonnie, please don't tell, you know, my mommy. I said, you know, I'm gonna tell your mommy.
Oh, shoot.
Because I didn't want the burden, because she acted up in school. I didn't want that burden on me. But then I called my sister and I was like, hey, the teacher called and blah, blah, blah. She said, the teacher did. I said, no, the teacher called. And I said, I told Naomi I was gonna call you and tell you, so you handle it. I ain't the mama. And I told her, I said, you don't lie to your teachers. Because see, there was a teachable moment. Because first of all, don't get me caught up in your mess, okay?
That is true. Now, I don't want to be caught up in it in the way where like you force me to push me in a corner where I have to lie for you.
Yes, or later,
I'm not
or
getting
later
involved
on
in.
when the truth comes out, then they reveal your name and say, well, Adrian knew about it. Oh, don't you try me.
They sure
Oh,
did.
that's true.
Don't do
I don't
that.
like that. Don't do
Nope.
that.
Yeah.
I don't have to. I don't know. Random people just come up to me and they just feel like
You
they
got
can
that
tell
face,
me
though.
anything.
Yeah.
You got that biblical face. You know, you just like very
Well, I like
angelic.
telling you all of my wild, crazy things because I just like to see your reaction.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
You get me?
Oh, yes.
Exactly. I'll
Yes.
tell her the craziest things I've ever done or things I'm thinking
Yes.
of doing. So
We
she
do
can
that.
say,
Yep.
Adrian!
Yes.
I think it's because sometimes I think I just have maybe great advice to give in return.
Yeah. Yes, you
Or
do.
I'm seriously a non-judgmental person.
Yeah.
So I feel like people just feel comfortable to just tell me everything. But I'm also, I don't know, I'm one of those people where I carry people's burdens. So although I'm welcoming, your issues, I take them on as my own because my problem is I always want to fix. So when I hear something like, say, like a marriage isn't going well,
Right.
then, I'll call like counselors and be like, hey, you guys should get with this person so you guys can fix it.
Do you ever start Googling Bible verses for them and send
Absolutely,
them in the morning?
that's me.
Okay,
That's
Jeannie absolutely
me.
does
Yes.
that, and
Yes.
so does. Okay, if it helps you any, are you ready
Yes.
for this?
Yeah.
What?
Sometimes people just want an ear to listen to.
Yeah.
They don't actually want you to fix it.
I-
They don't
that
even
is
need
true.
you. So you should unburden yourself and just know that you did the job by being a listening ear.
That's so easier said than done.
Yeah. But yes, you're right.
tried.
You're
Because what
right.
if they don't want to hear what you want to do to fix it? What if they don't want to fix it?
I have
then
gone to the
I go behind them and just pray about it. So I may not physically try to help them. It hurts me not to care.
I have heard something that I think will help because it
What?
started to help me. I heard a quote. Who was it? It was Oprah and 50 Cent. It was recently on Super Soul Sunday.
up,
On
Katie.
Super Soul Sunday, they said this. They said, you can pray and you can worry, but you can't do them both at the same time.
Oh,
That
I
is
love
true.
that. I love
So
that.
I'll pray about it, and then I'm just gonna let it go.
Don't
Yep.
worry. I love that. Well, you guys, it's no secret that engaged couples are burdened by their wedding list. Trust me, I knew about this. I can totally relate. In fact, you guys, Madame Noir recently asked the question, should plus ones be reserved only for engaged and married people? Blogger Alyssa Rochelle says yes, because weddings can be very expensive, you guys.
Yes.
And when you start inviting random people that the bride and the groom don't know personally, you guys, that adds up. If it's like $150, it's $100, if it's $75, and you just invited 3 extra people, that's math. What?
If you marry,
That's a lot of money, you guys.
yeah, it's a lot of money.
So, do you ladies agree that you should either be married or engaged in order to be a plus one at
maybe
someone's
not
wedding?
married or engaged, but have been with that person for a while.
Exactly. And more
Yes.
importantly, this is one of the most intimate moments of your life.
Yes.
Yeah, and you don't want just
a
anybody.
stranger, being a witness to something that is so
Yes.
intimate and so personal.
Well, what
I
the
am not-
single people supposed to do?
Okay, I'm not trying to be
I'm
funny.
saying
You know
plus
what?
one.
Yeah,
Plus
they could just be a plus one as a boyfriend. But as long as I know the person
Oh.
and the person has been in your life, it's not some, hey, I have a wedding to go to, so I'm gonna go find a random person to bring.
First of all, if you're inviting somebody to your wedding, you should know that they're not just going to bring anybody to the wedding as a guest.
Not everybody
I
does
don't
that.
know,
No,
but
not
not
everybody
everybody
does
does
that.
that.
Not everybody does that.
does that.
Do you agree that it should be somebody that the bride and groom at least know? Like, for instance, she brought Amy with her. I knew
Oh, yes,
Amy.
yes. And
Like,
I asked
know this
first.
person.
And you asked
As long as I know
And I
the
asked
person.
first.
That's major.
I
Good.
said, is it okay for me to bring my friend Amy to your
Yes.
wedding? My husband
gonna
can't make
travel
it.
with
I didn't
you.
want to go by myself, but I made
You was
sure
with
that
me,
I
though. That's why I didn't understand that. I've been meaning to bring this up. I was like, what? Okay, what's she
But
bringing
Lonnie,
her for?
I needed somebody in my. This is just me. I'm in a foreign country. I know.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
old.
with you.
I know, but Lonnie. I just wanted someone in the room with me. You wouldn't be in the room
No,
with
I
me.
wasn't gonna be in the room with
See?
you. That-
I
that-
know
Have
you.
it. But do you get what I mean? That's still the idea of, okay, I get it, you're single, you don't necessarily want to go by yourself.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of single
But
women at my
also,
wedding.
when you're a guest, you buy gifts, you transport, you dress up.
Yes.
I think that it's the same. And if you trust your friend, you should say, well, you could bring somebody, because just like she just said, she didn't want to be by herself. When you go to a wedding, sometimes when you're single, you don't want to be by yourself.
I agree.
So that's,
agree.
I mean,
That's true.
That's why I had a whole table of single ladies None of them
That
had
was
plus one.
boring. I
No.
wanted to be with some men.
No, they turned up.
My
They were
table,
fine.
they were turned up.
Boring.
You're gonna be single in Paris. You be
Boring.
good, boo. You're gonna
Yeah,
be
you're
just
gonna be
fine.
just
No,
fine.
at the wedding, it was a bunch of women. I didn't want to be with a bunch of women. I
Yeah,
wanna
but
be
it's
with some
nice
men.
to go to a wedding as a single woman without a date because
Yes.
then you could meet
Yo,
the
it's the
eligible
best. That is
bachelors.
It is the best. It's the best pickup party.
Yeah.
Because you're meeting people that you know your friends are already approving are
Yeah.
cool enough to be married.
I want to
brought
bring
the
my
wedding.
date to the wedding, okay?
Yeah, you
That's where
wanted
I could
to.
hook my own self up. I didn't bring somebody because I knew I was working at your wedding, and then she brought somebody, so I was by myself, and oh, you was there, okay.
But technically, you guys, you weren't among strangers. We were all together,
Yes.
so it was like it wasn't necessarily.
Anyway, from saying I do to I don't want to, do you hate people who are lazy? People who say, I don't want to. Well, guess what? They might actually be brilliant.
Well, thank you.
According to research from the Journal of Health Psychology, smart people spend more time being lazy than their active counterparts. Those who are more active get bored quicker and need to be stimulated with external activities. Meanwhile, smart people and less active spend more time thinking and drinking. Ladies, do you think that being lazy this is going to be interesting. Do you think that being lazy could be a good thing?
I don't
Yes.
think it's lazy. I don't like that description. I don't think
Me
it's,
too.
it's not. What would you think? What
I don't
would you
know.
say?
I'm one of those people, but I'm not a lazy person.
Right.
Right.
My thing is I just get stuck in my head. And
Right.
then I'm exhausted from thinking too much.
Right.
So it's not that I'm lazy. It's just that
Wait, did you just say you exhaust your own self?
You
out?
can do that.
'Cause you just sat there and thought
I'm
so
not
much.
the only one, right? Thank you.
I
Yes.
just feel like
You think, and you're like,
But
oh my
Tam,
God, I'm tired.
Tam, you're not lazy. You constantly, whenever I'm over your house,
I'm moving.
admit it.
I am.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm cleaning.
Yes, you're constantly. You're not lazy.
No.
Okay,
But
I'm
I'll
gonna
tell
agree-
you this: I'm idle because I think too much. So I have to do something
To
to
get
get
your
out of my
mind-
head. Yeah.
Okay, I think that some people can be too quick to use the term lazy to insult people.
Right.
For example, in my family, if you as a kid sit around and you're not doing something, immediately the parents, they say, oh, he's lazy. She's just lazy. She's not gonna be good, later because she's not doing the chores, or they don't like doing their homework. When
Right.
really I think that kids have to be stimulated or have to be doing something that they're interested in, sports or maybe an activity, or if it's a chore, give them a motivated reason why they should do it. Otherwise, if you just say Timmy's lazy because he won't do piano, maybe Timmy doesn't like piano. Maybe Timmy's not good at piano. But if you put Timmy in something like science or maybe like
something
Right.
he is into.
then he's gonna spring up and be amazing. Dylan, my cousin, that was the exact problem. My aunt always gave him different chores and he never got into it. She made him play the damn piano, and I saw his face. I was like, that kid don't like piano.
Right.
So I took him outdoors, yes. And you gotta be careful because as a kid, you soak in words and you start thinking like, am I lazy?
Yeah.
I'm not lazy. Something's
Yeah.
wrong with me.
or you
So-
start believing that you are
Yeah.
lazy and
You
you
gotta
are
be careful what you call your children.
No,
Exactly.
I think
Remember
if they laying
that.
around, say you a genius, and then they get up, and then that changes their whole,
Yes, yes.
He
I'm not
does.
gonna front you guys. My favorite activity is doing nothing. I love doing nothing. See, I'm a genius as well, Lonnie. Look at that. But I think, okay, for instance, I like to just chill and lay down and watch TV. Am I the only one that just likes to chill? And
No, I like doing that.
Watch TV, Order some Grubhub and relax. I like to think that I'm a person that knows that there's a time for everything. There actually are people that don't know how to sit still.
Right.
Like,
Yes.
there are guys
Yes,
that literally,
that
you're
is
like,
me.
babe, will you just take a day and they don't know how to just chill and sit still. And I think that that's actually a really great quality.
And it's very relaxing.
Yes,
too.
you have, but there's a time
Yeah.
and a place for everything. Should you be doing that every day, all day?
No.
No, but when it's time, it's okay to be lazy sometimes.
I can't just sit there. Oh, that's hard. I don't know.
You can't sit still.
I can't sit still.
Why?